Okay, today we're going to look at the DocsTeach website and some of the tools that can be used to examine documents on the site. For today, we're going to look at one called Immigration to America, Stories and Travels. And the purpose of this is to match documents about individuals to the reasons they came to the United States. It has a little bit of the detail about it on the left side, and it also shows what level of Bloom's taxonomy is being addressed. To start the activity, we can just click right here in the middle. And as we see here, it kind of gives a background for what the point of the lesson is. In this case, it's that millions of men, women, and children immigrated to the United States from the 1880s all the way up through World War II. And we'll start the activity. So for this activity, there's pictures and documents, as you can see here in the middle, and we'll look at an example and then match it to the reason the person came to the United States. So just as an example to show you how we would do this, we'll click on this one here. And this is a great way to get used to looking at primary source documents. In this case, it's a gentleman named Stephen Bondarev, and it shows when he came to the United States. The port of entry was Texas. The date was September 12th, 1927. And the interesting thing is the manner of arrival, how he got here basically, was that he waded across the Rio Grande River. So this is just an example of one of the documents you would see in this activity. And if you click on details here, it gives a little bit of background about the gentleman that this document is detailing. In this case, he was a refugee from the Russian Civil War and went to Turkey, Bulgaria, France, and then eventually made his way to the United States. So this is just interesting because you can look at that document and then get a little bit of a background here. So once we've examined those, by clicking the X, we then match the two squares together. So this was our square here that we looked at, and then when we look at the different reasons that the person came, in this case the right answer would be political persecution in Russia. There we go, and we're correct. So then we would go along and continue with the rest of the documents and photographs, and then select the correct reasons. And then once we've done that, we'll click I'm done, and that concludes the activity.